Now, this is the thing about journalism, and I got to tell you, I have a chapter in my book, Gloves Off. If you would buy my book, it would make me very happy. It would make my day. And did you hear
it's on Amazon, Gloves Off by Lowell Cohn. It's the best book you'll ever read.
Probably. It's
probably top 5.
Okay. So I have a whole chapter about this. From a commentator's, don't even pay attention, Iggy. From a commentator's point of view, meaning columnist like I was, or Iggy, who is a media commentator. Very often, negative news happens.
Yes.
Today is a perfect example. Negative news about Richard Sherman. Now, a fan might think, oh my God, I thought so much of Richard. This ruins my day. I got to tell you, we don't think that way.
No.
Now, we don't want bad things to happen to athletes. We're not we don't want, we're nice.
No.
But when it happens, it's an opportunity. Iggy, would you agree?
Oh, man. I mean, my hits are so low in July because it's the dead period. Nothing's going on. And when this happened around 8:30 this morning, one of my first thoughts was, well, I'm going to have a great day. Another thing I thought, and this I feel guilty about too, was at least this happened today and not this weekend when I'm on vacation. Sorry. Sorry. At least it happened today. Because if this had happened on Saturday, I would have had to be like, look, Swasti, I got to go back to the hotel and do some streaming. And, there would have been, she would hate me and it would ruin the anniversary. So if it had to happen, thank goodness it happened today. I know it's terrible, right?
But we think differently
it's a traumatic event for certain people in the world. And I'm thinking, thank you for the timing, God.
Yes.
Yes.
Iggy, so you feel the same way I do. So please explain it again. We were not sitting around saying, gee, we hope Richard Sherman has a DUI and allegedly tries to break into a home. We weren't thinking about Richard Sherman. We don't want anything bad to happen to him.
No.
On the other hand, when it happened, from a commentator's point of view, now you got something to talk about.
Exactly. It went from, boy, we don't know exactly what we're going to talk about in our show today, but we'll figure it out, to, okay, I guess we have our show.
That's what we said to each other.
Yeah.
He called me this morning, and I saw it was him, and I said, boy, do we have a show today.
I know, and it sounds crass, and it's just the way media works. I mean, it's not like we're supposed to be here and, be emotional about it and say, well, let's cover other stuff. Nah, we got to cover the big news. We didn't know there was going to be a big news. I often think of what my job is like fishing. And sometimes it's tough to get a fish on a line. Today, the fish are jumping into the boat and you just have to keep them in the boat. And it's not my fault. I didn't make the fish jump out of the boat. Richard Sherman made the fish jump out of the boat today. And my job is to catch the fish. I have to catch the fish. Otherwise, someone else is going to be the fisherman. That's the way I look at it.
And you want to be the fisherman.
I want to be the fisherman. Anyway.
Have you ever gone fishing in your whole life?
Yeah, with you. We went fly fishing when I was about 10. You broke your rod within 5 minutes. I spent a lot of time doing this, catching nothing. And that was fly fishing. Good time.
I broke it within 5 minutes.
You stepped on it.
I did.
It was like a Jerry Seinfeld thing to do. Well, I didn't want to do this anyway. Goodbye.
Don't answer. I got more things to say.
Okay.
So make them wait.
Yes.
I don't want
to go anywhere.
Okay. I don't like when you look down there.
So, okay. Here we go.
Okay. I want to clarify something else. I said I don't want anything bad in general to happen to the athletes. Let's talk about Sherman today. I don't walk around thinking I don't want anything bad to happen to Richard, but I don't particularly want anything good to happen for him. I'm Richard Sherman neutral. Yeah. Now I have an interest in what's going on, but as fans, you may think, gee, I hope Richard gets a job. I hope he's happily married.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't get. When people just really treat an athlete like they're part of the family.
Right.
Why are you so concerned with his life? What about your life? What about your brother's life? Why? You know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's sometimes when a certain athlete has been dead for a few years and they say and I still kept so upset about this. What about your own grandmother or something like that? It seems like people over empathize with people they don't know.
That's how I feel.
Yes.
So again,
why is your sympathy not going to the in-laws who were apparently victims of this situation?
Exactly.
Because they're not famous? Because you don't know them? You never met them? You don't know their names, their faces?
Yeah.
Just saying.
So I think what Grant and I are saying is we're emotionally neutral about these people. Now, I occasionally I have felt things. I was at Steve Young's last game when Aeneas Williams gave him a concussion. And I knew Steve so well, and I did feel very bad. There are exceptions. I felt very bad about that. I did for a while. You know what I mean? And then he got on with his life, and I got on with my life.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm totally neutral.
And again, we're neutral to the sense where we're coming on here not being like, they should throw the book at Richard Sherman. He's wrong. He's like, well, if he did it, he did it. If he didn't, he didn't. We don't know.
And we're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
Be patient, like grown-ups, and find out. By the way, Iggy, my guess is he's not going to get in as much trouble as you think. Gut feeling. But that's my guess. Yeah,
my gut feeling is probably the domestic burglary violence charges won't stick, and what will stick is DUI if he failed a sobriety thing, resisting arrest, although maybe even not that, and hitting the divider. Those things.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are serious, but I mean that's probably maybe not a felony.
Well, these things are felonies.
Okay.
I read this. Okay. I got the article here. They're felonies. Iggy, another thing is, and again, the law is so fickle. It happened in the Seattle area. He's a hero up there.
See, that's the thing. Is he a hero up there? They burned his jersey when he left. And he played for the Niners the last 3 years. He went off on bad terms. I actually was kind of wondering, they don't like him up there. And I was wondering, is that maybe if he's wronged here and it's not as bad as it seems, maybe he should leave Washington to the state of or Seattle. Maybe it's not a friendly place for him. I'm just wondering.
Maybe he needs to change a venue if there's a trial.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm just saying, it's funny that you said that he's loved up there. I think it's actually the opposite. So
okay, you see, I don't know. To be corrected.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't live up there. Maybe they like him up there.
I got one more question, but
real quick before we move on, Sean has something to say about your book. I bought 4 books, gave 3 away. It's exactly like Star Wars, except different. Love it. People do things out of character when drunk. Anyway, appreciate your work. Thanks for buying all those, Sean.
You made my day.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, you have one more thing you want to say.
I do. I was watching Schefter this morning talking about it. Now, I want to, real quick, Adam Schefter is terrific. Mm-hmm. He is a wonderful reporter. He is really connected. He's ethical, although he loused up Iggy 2 weeks ago. But I don't blame Adam for that.
No.
The news evolved, and someone from the Niners must have spoke to him and said he had something wrong, and we had to catch up with that.
Yes.
In addition, I don't think he probably even knows me, but I had lunch with him one time because Ira Miller went to Penn State with his parents. And one time when the Niners were playing in Denver, he invited Adam he was very young at the time, to have lunch with us. And I thought he was just terrific. So, Adam, all praise to you. But there was something that caught my attention this morning. A woman, don't know who, was interviewing you, and you were talking about what you knew about, Richard Sherman. And you did a beautiful job, except one thing. You said, I spoke to the 49ers, and this is what they said. Now, had I been interviewing you, because I used to be a real journalist, I don't know who this woman is, I would have said, could we slow down a minute, Adam, when you say you spoke to the 49ers, whom did you talk to?
Right.
Now, I don't want people to violate their sources. If someone wants to be anonymous, I understand that. But I'm a journalist. I also, when you say you talk to the 49ers, who do you talk to?
And this isn't gossip. This is public record. This is serious.
Public record. This is very serious.
Yeah.
And anyone from the Niners should really not mind to have his name associated with a discussion of this.
No.
So if Adam said, Lowell, it's a private source and I don't want to divulge, I would say fair enough, but I had to ask.
Yes.
But I had to ask.
Yes.
So it leads me, because I'm not going to call him and ask him, to wonder, who in the heck was he talking to?
Right.
Was he talking to Jed? Was he talking to Lynch? Was he talking to Shanahan? When they say I spoke to the 49ers, there wasn't a chorus there. No. It was somebody, right?
Yes, it was definitely somebody. They have a new PR director. Could have been him, but I don't know.
Oh, boy, I doubt it.
Yeah, it's a little bit above his pay grade.
God, I doubt it. Yeah. Plus, he never worked with Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
Right? He just came in.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a side note, and it's only something that a journalist would notice. But Iggy, if someone said to you, I spoke to the 49ers, wouldn't it immediately say who?
Who? Yeah. I'd like to know who. How do they? Yeah. It's important information.
And you know why I think and he's smart, he fudged over it. He didn't say I spoke to so-and-so because obviously he's getting other things from that person.
Yes, absolutely.
You would agree, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Having said all that, Adam, I probably would not have told if anyone asked me that question, but I would have respected it. I certainly would have respected the question, and I certainly respect you.
Yes. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to add to this bad story?
No, I think we did it. And Iggy, I think we did a professional, fair-minded job.
I think we did as well. I think some people in the comment section are a little upset and want us to give them the benefit of the doubt, but that's not our job. Our job is to be neutral and to address the facts of the case as they come in.
Iggy, why should I give him the benefit of the doubt? I'm going to be real clear.
Yeah.
Who the hell is he to me?
Yeah.
That I should give him the benefit of the doubt. Why does he deserve the benefit of the doubt? If he didn't do certain things, nothing would have happened.
Right.
There would be no story. We'd be talking about the birds in the trees today. You know what I mean? So no, I am absolutely not inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'd be a schmuck if I did.
Right. So we're not condemning him, but we're not absolving him either. We're just talking about the facts, and they're not good.
And the possible implications.